Recently, the high-profile SUI public chain announced that it will launch its mainnet on May 3rd, as when its token issuance is in full swing. The price of Sway's whitelist surged 20 times on this news in just a few days, which caused widespread concern and discussion in the industry. So, in this article, we will analyze what makes Sway public chains so special. Sway is a high-performance smart contract platform under a monolithic structure. In particular, a monolithic blockchain is a blockchain that handles all tasks and jobs on a single network. Sway is scalable up to several 100,000 TPS, number of transactions processed per second, and block times range from 2 to 3s. Sway's scaling is not the same as Solana or Internet Computer, scaling vertically, but somewhat similar to Ethereum 2.0's approach, scaling horizontally. Sway's goal is to extend Web3's ecosystem and provide an infrastructure with the right incentives for developers to build and launch applications quickly. Sway adopts the DeepOS consensus mechanism. Unlike the POS mechanism of Ethereum, DeepOS allows users of the network to vote in delegates who then validate transactions and add new blocks. Sway's DeepOS model is for token holders to vote in validators and ensures the incentives of SUI token holders are in line with Sway's validators. The validators who write transactions to the chain today may not be the same as those who will store the data in the future. To solve this problem, Sway's storage fund redistributes past transaction fees to future validators. This ensures that validators are adequately compensated for their costs of holding data in storage. Sway's high scalability is built on three main innovations: Move programming language, Whitelist consensus algorithm, predictable pricing mechanism. Move is a native programming language used to develop applications in the Sway blockchain. Move is based on Rust and developed by FB's Libra project. It is designed for parallel execution. Whitelist is the consensus algorithm in Sway blockchain. It separates data transmission from the transaction consensus process, thus solving the problem of mempool consensus in traditional blockchain designs like Ethereum and Bitcoin. Sway's gas pricing mechanism can deliver users with predictable transaction fees. At the start of the epoch, a gas price survey asks validators to submit the minimum gas price they are willing to process transactions. Next, validators score every other validator on their behavior, and low-scoring validators can be penalized with reduced stake rewards. This mechanism encourages verifiers to abide by the reference gas fee. Following this mechanism, it is in the best interest of verifiers to process transactions as quickly and efficiently as possible for them to obtain rewards. Based on the three innovations above, the Sway blockchain allows the network to scale horizontally and can support hundreds of thousands of transactions per second without the need for dedicated nodes in the network. Total issuance. Token name, SUI. Blockchain, public chain. Token type, utility token. Total supply, 10 billion SUI. Token utility. SUI is a utility token that can be used as a gas fee in payment operations. Transaction fee. SUI is used to pay gas fee for all operations on the Sway blockchain. Staking bonding/slashing asset. Validators staking SUI to participate in the transaction consensus process. In case of fraud, their SUI tokens will be slashed as punishment. Voting. SUI holders have the right to vote and manage the project. Token distribution. The initial total supply of SUI is 10 billion, which will be allocated as follows. Community reserve, 50%. Early contributors, 20%. Investors, 14%. Miston Labs Treasury, 10%. Community access programs and app testers, 6%. In April 2023, Sway announced that it will no longer conduct airdrops to users. The project will organize a community token sale. The time and quantity of the public sale on the 3CEX exchanges are as follows. April 14, 2023. SUI will be listed on KuCoin Exchange, which is divided into two types, whitelist and public, with prices of 3 cents and $0.1 SUI respectively. April 18, 2023. SUI will be listed on Bybit at a price of 3 cents SUI. The sale period is from April 14, 2023 to April 24, 2023. April 24, 2023. SUI will be listed on OKX, and the sale time will be within 7 days after the announcement. The sale price will be $0.1 SUI. While not receiving an airdrop, early contributors to SUI will receive the following benefits. Members who entered the official Discord early can purchase 1,500 SUIs, 25 million SUIs in total, at a price of 3 cents SUI. After the announcement, the OTC price of SUI once soared to 0.5 U, 0.6 U piece. The project team. SUI is developed by Miston Labs, a team independent of the Facebook blockchain project development team, where Evan Cheng is the Research and Development Director of Novi Financial, a division of Facebook. George Denizis is Professor of Safety and Engineering. Investors. Investors of SUI are a bunch of stars, including a 16Z, Redpoint, Lightspeed, Coinbase Ventures, Electric Capital, Standard Crypto, NFX, Slow Ventures, Scribble Ventures, Samsung Next, Lux Capital, BNville, AtVC, Finality Capital. First round, $36 million. Second round, $300 million. The SUI ecosystem is developing slowly, especially the DeFi sector. According to the original roadmap, SUI will enter the test network in the third quarter, but the overall project progress is behind schedule. SUI has announced that it will launch the mainnet soon. The number of DEXAMM on SUI is quite limited. The only project with MoveEX products, and the first AMM project in the whole system, has just launched a beta version on DevNet. Users participating in the experience will receive 100 MoveEX tokens if they find bugs and report them to the project development team. In addition to MoveEX, SUI also has 2 new projects in this segment, SUISwap and KX Finance, but neither has products. Lending. This is one of the most important parts of the DeFi ecosystem. However, on SUI, there are currently no projects developing lending marketplace products. This shows that the SUI ecosystem is developing slowly. If there is no change in the next stage, cash flow will not be able to circulate and stay in this system. Non-fungible tokens. NFT collections on SUI are also inspired by blue-chip NFTs, and often attract users and marketing by granting OG roles on Discord. Regarding the NFT marketplace, the 2 most prominent projects are Bluemove and SUI Gallery, where SUI Gallery is the first NFT marketplace on the ecosystem. These 2 projects adopt the same method as the version on Aptos, releasing products quickly, and then allowing users to mint commemorative NFTs for free. Bluemove is a multi-chain active project that has appeared on SUI and Aptos, so it has received attention from both communities and has many regular followers. Wallet. In addition to the SUI wallet developed by the project itself, there are several other wallet projects offering services on the network. These include Coin98 Super App, Ethos Wallet, Sweat Wallet, Hydro Wallet. SUI is always compared with Aptos for that both the 2 projects are created by former Facebook workers. Previously, due to the failure of the Facebook blockchain project, the team members left to start a business. With the support of capital, they developed 2 blockchains, SUI and Aptos. While Aptos definitely deserves credit, SUI is viewed as a premium version. 6.1 Investors. 6.2 Comparison of consensus mechanism. Aptos BFD, consensus model based on hot stuff. Consensus is a mechanism that allows blockchain nodes, validators, to achieve an agreement on the validity of transactions and blocks. At the core of both Aptos and SUI is a consensus concept called BFD, which is Byzantine fault tolerance. The main idea is that even if up to a third of validators go down or become malicious validators, the network can still function normally. Aptos relies on an advanced version of BFD consensus hot stuff. Diem modified it, resulting in Diem BFD, which was further improved by Aptos and named Aptos BFD. SUI, to get rid of consensus for simple transactions. SUI takes a radical step that completely eliminates consensus for many transactions. That is, a transaction such as a token owner simply transferring tokens to another address can be confirmed immediately without depending on any of their other transactions. The sender broadcasts the transaction, collects validators' votes, and receives a proof of validity. The consensus engine used by Sway is named Narwhal and Tusk. It was developed by several researchers from Miston Labs and Aptos Labs and is open source, so any blockchain can now integrate with it, and in fact, Celo is finishing work on integrating with it. Narwhal is the mempool module. It ensures the availability of transaction data. It can also be used alone without Tusk with other consensus engines such as Hotstuff or Cosmos Ignite. Narwhal's architecture is a directed acyclic graph. Its many elements are connected together as a network, rather than as a chain, like a blockchain. Tusk is a consensus module that orders complex transactions for submission to consensus. Scalability has been a common topic in the blockchain industry for the past few years. Many widely used blockchain systems are not inherently optimized to support the continued growth and adoption of blockchain technology. Like Solana, both Aptos and Sway attempt to address blockchain limitations by scaling horizontally rather than vertically. Sway is always compared with Aptos by investors. Both Sway and Aptos are created by former Facebook workers. Besides, they also have many investors in common. As the king project in the new generation of Layer 1, Aptos has been a popular project owing to a lot of airdrop activities once after being launched last year. And in 2023, as the pioneer of this bullish market, APT has risen from the bottom and achieved an highest increase of more than 6 times. Thus, the upcoming SUI is keenly anticipated.